Some sad, tragic news in the world of baseball today as Bruce Sutter, one of the greatest closers of all time, passed away today. He was dominant in the late 70s, early 80s, and was known for his split finger fastball. He went to the All Star game 6 times and won the 1982 World Series with the Cardinals. He picked up 300 saves, the third most when he retired. And 300 saves is nothing to sneeze at. Sutter actually is a Cy Young winner. I'll talk about his 1979 Cy Young Award and was named reliever of the year for the National League 4 times. He actually led the NL in saves 5 times, 79, 80, 81, 82, and 84, making him the only NL pitcher to ever do that. Not even Trevor Hoffman or Eric Gagne did that. So anyway, Bruce Sutter was born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He was actually selected by Washington in the 1970 MLB draft, but he decided to go to Old Dominion University. But he would drop out of school and play semi-pro before the Cubs scouted him and picked him up. The Cubs knew they had a guy in him. In May 1976, he made his MLB debut, pitching 52 games that year with 10 saves. He actually got to the All-Star game in 1977 and had one of his best finishes yet, 1.34 ERA, making him 7th in NL MVP voting and all that. Sutter actually was a good closer and all that. The Cubs actually got Dick Tidrow, who would be one of the best setup guys for Bruce Sutter for the Cubs, and he credited Tidrow for much of his success. Sutter would make 37 saves for the Cubs, actually tying the NL record set by Rollie Fingers just the previous year in 1978, winning this NL Cy Young Award, which was shocking that a relief pitcher would win this award, although 1979 was not really the best year. Bruce Sutter also pitched in that famous 26-23 Phillies game over the Cubs in 1979, but as is, he was a great guy. He had the strikeout total to prove it. But unfortunately, the Cubs traded him December 1980 to St. Louis for Leon Durham, who would be the GOAT of 1984 after the ball went through his legs in Game 5 in the NLCS against the Padres. However, he made the All-Star game in 1981, making 25 saves and 5th in NL Cy Young Award voting. In 1982, he picked up 36 saves, making him 3rd in the NL Cy Young Award winner. Sutter got 2 saves in the World Series, especially the Game 7 strikeout of Gorman Thomas to give the Cardinals their first World Series in 15 years. Sutter's save total declined to 21. But anyway, Sutter was still one of the best relief pitchers around and all that. He actually picked up 45 saves in 1984, which was shocking because that was an MLB record, which was broken 2 years later by Dave Righetti. Sutter would be pretty much a great St. Louis guy. Unfortunately, though, free agency would rear its ugly hand, and he headed to Atlanta, giving him a 6-year, $4.8 million contract. Anyway, Sutter would be paid $1.3 million per year for 30 years after the initial contract. Bruce Sutter said he loved the Braves because of the scenery and respect for Dale Murphy, who was the 2-time NL MVP. Before the start of the 1985 season, the Cardinals manager Whitey Herzog wasn't sure what he would do without Bruce Sutter. Fortunately for him, though, Bruce Sutter ended up being good for the Braves because the Cardinals would get Todd Worrell, who was pretty good as a rookie closer. Anyway, Sutter came to a bullpen that had problems. Unfortunately, though, Sutter would start getting bothered by nerves in his right shoulder and all that. He would have to deal with 3 shoulder surgeries on that arm, and he missed the 1987 season and all that. So he wasn't that well. But by March 1989, he had a severely torn rotator cuff, and that was the end of his career. Sutter would have 300 saves, making him the third closer at that time to hit 300 saves behind Willie Fingers and Goose Gossage. He actually had the NL record until Lee Smith, ironically of the Cardinals, broke it in 1993. Sutter got elected January 2006 on his 13th year of eligibility to get to the Hall of Fame, making him the fourth relief pitcher inducted. The Cardinals instantly gave him the nod of retiring his number 42, which, you know, I know it was Jackie Robinson's number, but St. Louis had him at number 42 and all that. So anyway, Sutter knew what he was doing. He actually remained in Atlanta with his wife and 3 sons after retirement. Chad played 1 season in the minor leagues, and he was selected by the Yankees in an 89 amateur draft. But anyway, he was named a minor league consultant for the Philadelphia Phillies to help their AA and AAA pitchers. Sutter would be sadly missed, especially in St. Louis, because that's a winner.